So before I get into the newest details on Jordan Love's contract, I wanted to let you guys know I will be doing a Packers Q&A tomorrow in my newsletter. So if you would like to receive that tomorrow, get answers to lots of questions that you guys asked me, I will be sending that out probably tomorrow at some point, maybe morning or afternoon. And if you want to receive that, you can click the link in the description down below, enter your email, and you will receive my answer to lots of different Packers questions regarding the draft and many other things like that. So now to get into today's video. Earlier this morning, some more details, some more information on exactly how Jordan Love's contract is structured came out, and it gives us a little more of an insight into why I believe both sides decided that this was sort of the best move for each side going forward. Let me share here from Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated. This is what the news. He says this: Packers QB Jordan Love's one-year extension, $8,788,655 signing bonus, $1.01 million base for 2023 fully guaranteed, $5.5 million base for 2024 fully guaranteed, $9 million in escalators based on 23 performance, so basically his incentives, and then a $500,000 2024 workout bonus. So total guarantee in all, $15.3 million. Maximum he can make is $24.8 million. So I think there's lots of things that this sort of shows us when we look at the Packers and Jordan Love and why they made this decision. First off, I believe that this sort of shows the confidence the Packers do have in Jordan Love. I've seen some people say that they think it sort of shows the lack of confidence because they didn't give him the fifth-year option, which guarantees $20 million. But I don't think that's the case. I think that if the Packers are giving Jordan Love $15.3 million guaranteed, that sort of shows that they have some sort of confidence in him to potentially be the guy here in Green Bay for years and years to come. Because if you are the Packers, if you're Brian Gutekunst, and you really don't believe in Jordan Love, if you really don't think he's going to do anything great in this organization, you don't give him $15 million guaranteed. If you thought he was going to be a bad quarterback and you still wanted to maybe give him 1 year to maybe prove you wrong, you could just let him finish off his final year in the fourth year of his rookie contract. And then if he stunk as you thought, then you just move on from him. You don't waste any money. But instead, the Packers give him $15.3 million guaranteed. So even though it's not the $20 million guaranteed fifth year option, it's still 15 of the $20 million. And then we look at the fact that if you look at his incentives, which he can get up to $9 million more based on his 2023 performance, that gives Love an upside that the original fifth-year option wouldn't have given him. So when you sort of look at what this conversation could have been like between Packers GM Brian Gutekunst and maybe Jordan Love's agent, I would guess, is the guy that the Packers were having the conversation with, they basically come to him and say, okay, you know what? We don't really want to give the full fifth-year option for this reason. If we give him this contract idea, we'll save some money on our salary cap for 2024 so we can bring in some more weapons potentially, build this team a little bit further out with new free agents, things like that. But we will give Jordan Love a lot more money a lot sooner, an $8.7 million signing bonus, which he wouldn't have gotten with the fifth-year option, and will even allow him to make more than he would have made on the fifth-year option if he comes in and reaches these certain thresholds. So in my mind, this is like a no-brainer for Jordan Love if he believes in himself, because he still gets $15 million guaranteed out of 20, which would have been from the fifth-year option. He gets $15 million guaranteed, and he gets lots of this guaranteed before next season even starts. So he gets that massive signing bonus. So if you're Jordan Love, you protect yourself from a lot of downside. Let's say he came in 2023 and the Packers hadn't given him the option and Love didn't agree to this extension. He would have been playing without any deal in place for further years, which if he injured himself, had some scary season-ending injury, he would never make any more money. So in this case, he gets a massive signing bonus before the 2023 season even starts. And if you're Love, you have to think to yourself, okay, I believe in myself. I can make up these, the extra $5 million at least if I come in and play at a high level. So if you're Jordan Love, you're getting money sooner and you have a chance to make more money. And if you're the Packers, you're saving some money on the salary cap in 2024 and spreading it out between, 2 years. So it seems like really a win-win on both sides, and seeing these specifics from this morning, it sort of shows that point even more, I believe. And then if you are the Packers, if we come into 2023 and at some point, let's say throughout the entire 2023 season, Love sort of proves to the front office, to Brian Gutekunst, that he is the guy, whatever they need to see from that, who exactly knows, but he can sort of prove to them that he is the guy. There could be a chance that in this next offseason, after the 2023 season, they could come in and give him a long-term deal if they really have that confidence in him. Because I think if you look back to 2008 with Aaron Rodgers. The Packers gave him a 5-year extension about halfway through the season in 2008 when he became the starter in Green Bay. It is a little different than back then because in 2008, there was no such thing as a 5th-year option. It didn't come around until 2011. So the Packers didn't really have to make this decision after Rodgers' 3rd season without seeing him, really ever be the starter in Green Bay with Brett Favre playing for those 3 years as Aaron Rodgers sat behind him. So they didn't have to make the same kind of decision, and he still had 2 years left on his rookie contract because back then, those first-rounders had 5-year contracts with no 5th-year option. They just had 5 years. So the Packers gave him, halfway through his 4th season, a long-term deal. So they were willing to bet on his future, and he became the 4th highest paid quarterback in the league at that time after only about half a season. And of course, Rodgers came in. He showed that, sort of showed the league that he was the guy. He could be that guy for the Packers after Brett Favre. And I think that if Jordan Love can do that in his 1st season here in Green Bay, the Packers would have no problem giving him a long-term deal because, the sooner you pay up on your star players, the better it is as the years go by, just because every single year and every single contract gets more expensive for every single player. So for the Packers, in the long run, they'd probably be better off if they believed in Love to pay him after 2023, instead of waiting an entire another season where the money would, the salary cap would be higher, other QBs probably will have gotten paid more. And so after 2023, in the long run, they could save some cash when it came to paying Jordan Love after 2023. So if he shows them that he can be that guy, I see no reason why they won't pay him after 2023. But then let's say he has somewhat of an average year and they're not completely sold on him. They're not paying him a ton of money in 2024. So they could say, okay, we'll let you play one more season and we'll sort of evaluate after your year 2 of starting. And if you're year 2, you take that next jump forward and then we believe in you, then we'll give you a long-term deal. So regardless, I think that the Packers have put themselves in a pretty good position, and Jordan Love as well is in a good position because he gets this guaranteed money regardless of sort of what happens going forward. So I love the move. I love the contract they gave Love, and we'll see sort of how Love performs going forward. But thank you for watching. That is all for today. If you want to receive those answers from the Packers Q&A regarding draft, other things like that, as I said, you can subscribe by clicking the link in the description down below. You can enter your email, and I write, around now, probably 3 to 5 newsletters per week, more detail and things that I talk about on this channel. So if you want to see that and receive all of that going forward, not just the Packers Q&A, you can enter your email down there. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys next time.